Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So, on April 9th, 2021, at the age of 50 years old, DMX passed away. This sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community as he had just reconciled with Def Jam and was gearing up to drop a brand new album. DMX was back, but the celebration didn't last long when he suffered a heart attack that was triggered by a cocaine overdose. DMX would lay unresponsive in a coma for a week before his family decided to take him off of life support. At the time of DMX's passing, he didn't have a will and he was $2 million in debt. But what happened? How was an artist that was once on top of the world leave behind so much debt? What happened to his money? What happened to him? In this video, we're going to explore the reasons why DMX died broke. Let's talk hip hop. In the late 90s, DMX's voice alone had local New York rappers afraid to face him. Couple that with stories of him and his dogs being truly intimidating figures in the New York City streets, DMX's reputation preceded itself. He gained the attention of Bad Boy, Rough Riders, and Murder Inc. Ultimately, deciding to sign with DNY's Rough Rider imprint, DMX was the first rapper on the label. In 1998, DMX released two #1 albums under Rough Riders' Def Jam, becoming the first rapper to have two #1s in the same year. In that year, DMX earned $144 million for Def Jam. It's unclear how much money DMX actually took home, but he definitely wasn't complaining about money. In that same year, DMX starred alongside Method Man and Nas in the movie Belly. DMX was paid $1 million for his role in that film. The following year, in 1999, DMX joined Jay-Z, Method Man, Ed Redman on the Hard Knock Life Tour, earning himself $5 million. In the year 2000, DMX co-starred along with Jet Li and Aaliyah in the movie Romeo Must Die, earning himself $2 million for that role. He also attended 39 dates of Limp Bizkit's Anger Management Tour, earning himself $5 million for his presence with them. DMX released his fourth studio album, The Great Depression, and he starred alongside Steven Seagal in Exit Wounds. At this point in his career, DMX was one of the most sought-after figures in entertainment. He had the world in his palms, but there was a darker side to DMX's life, something that he never shied away from in his music, and that was his addiction. DMX had been very vocal about his struggles with substance abuse. He started using at age 14 while living on the streets of Yonkers. This was something that he would continue to battle with in his adult life as well. Despite his struggles, DMX kept being successful and kept climbing up the ladder. In 2003, DMX co-starred in the movie Cradle to the Grave with Jet Li and released his fifth studio album, Grand Champ. Grand Champ was DMX's fifth #1 album in a row, but things would soon change. At this point, DMX was involved in a rap battle with his one-time friend Ja Rule, and Ja Rule made numerous tracks calling DMX a crackhead. At the same time, DMX was released from his contract with Def Jam, so he became a free agent. Throughout DMX's career, he had been arrested over 30 times for various reasons. Some were simple misunderstandings, while others were more severe. In 2004, DMX was arrested at JFK Airport in New York for impersonating a police officer, cocaine possession, weapons possession, and driving under the influence. He would later explain the incident in an interview. Apparently, DMX was at the airport and he was stuck in traffic. He had lights and sirens installed in his vehicle, like, police lights and sirens, and he decided to turn on the lights and sirens so he can get around traffic. Yes, he did have a gun on him and a little bit of drugs. When the police realized that it was DMX and not a fellow officer, he was then arrested. DMX ended up serving 70 days in jail for this incident, and he was released early for good behavior. In 2006, DMX released his sixth studio album, Year of the Dog, again. This was not a Def Jam release. Instead, DMX had been traded to Columbia Records in exchange for Nas, who would then be signed to Def Jam. This marked a significant change in DMX's career. It started to seem like his personal issues were overshadowing his success. Throughout his life, DMX fathered 15 children with 9 different women. These women would individually take DMX to court for child support. In 2008, DMX was ordered to pay $1.5 million in child support to just one of his son's mothers. By 2010, DMX was also paying $10,000 a month in child support to his ex-wife Tashira, whom he had 4 children with. DMX was sued for $1 million by his daughter's mother in 2012, but that was settled out of court in 2013. 2013 would mark the first of 3 times where DMX would file for bankruptcy, citing child support obligations as his primary claim. During this time, DMX was in and out of jail. He actually was arrested 10 times in Arizona, where he was living at the time. These were petty crimes: speeding, drug possession, and animal cruelty. DMX even attempted to have a reality show based on his life in Arizona, but the networks decided to go in a different direction. In 2018, DMX was sentenced to 1 year in federal prison for tax fraud. He was also ordered to pay $2.9 million in restitution to the government. He was released on January 25, 2019. In 2019, DMX and Swizz Beatz started working together again. DMX would join Rick Ross for the Godfather of Harlem theme song, which was produced by Swizz Beatz. Fans were hopeful that DMX would stay out of trouble. In 2020, Swizz Beatz and DMX would work very closely together while most people were home during the pandemic. Swizz Beatz even got DMX to come out and do a versus battle with Snoop Dogg. Things were looking up. On Friday night, April 2nd, 2021, DMX was rushed to the hospital after suffering a heart attack. His former manager made an announcement saying he's in a vegetative state. Sadly, DMX passed away 7 days later when his family decided to take him off of life support. At the time of his passing, DMX had no will and no money. In fact, he was $2 million in debt. However, his masters, royalties, and assets were still under his control. Though there was no money now, whoever had control of his estate could potentially be sitting on $17 million worth of assets. On May 28, 2021, Swizz Beatz released DMX's final album. This was a posthumous release, with all royalties going to DMX's estate. Today, DMX's fiancée Desert Lindstorm and one of his daughters, Sasha Simmons, are in control of his estate. They have cleared his debt and enlisted Artist Legacy Group as his global representatives. DMX was a polarizing figure in hip-hop. Some would say he's a reflection of us all. He's the side of us that we may not want to face. DMX struggled with his pain and duality until the very end. Hopefully, all dogs go to heaven. We're doing more videos like this in 2025. Let us know in the comments what other artists you would like to see us cover next, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.